Previously on New Zealand's Next Top Model, we chose 14 girls from hundreds who auditioned and moved them to a cliff-top mansion in Auckland City.
That's beautiful.
They had their photos taken by the cream of the crop.
Ooh, yes, child, good.
And had their modelling mettle tested in many different ways.
Place.
Now it's down to 3. 19-year-old Danielle, who's hit a few speed bumps on the road to the final and whose transformation has astounded the judges.
Who is that girl?
Michaela, just 16, who has overcome some personal obstacles.
I just remember wanting to cry because I felt like I was going against my religion and disappointing my family.
And consistently performed to a world-class standard.
We would book Michaela in a heartbeat for runway.
And 18-year-old Elsa,
Every one of the girls could learn something from Elsa.
who's blossoming away from the shadow of her identical twin sister Nellie.
Great, Elsa.
Really, really good. Elsa is moving like a model who has got like 2 years more experience than her.
3 girls remain. Who will be New Zealand's next top model?
Being in the house without Courtney is very different because I feel kind of like alone. Me and Courtney were like best friends, and knowing that Courtney is going to be watching this and is going to be really proud of me is going to make me want to do it even more and make me want to do it even harder.
Go, Elsa. You can do it.
I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever get here. I can't believe I did it without my soulmate being here. I can read maps without Nellie. I can pack my bags without Nellie. I can go to the toilet without Nellie. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't even think I would get past Wellington stage because there were so many girls and I just felt unnoticed. Now I'm top 3 and it's awesome.
Making it into the top 3, very surprised. Still surprised right now. I'm just going to push through as hard as possible. Whatever happens, happens, and I'll take it gladly. I'll take it.
Top 3!
Elsa and Michaela are awesome chicks. We all come from different cultures. Ranga, Māori, South African. There's 3 different Kiwis right there.
My ass was in your face.
Oh, that was good.
I was really excited to see what Sarah Mail said because it's like final 3 and it's crunch time.
3 is a magic number, but you'll need more than magic to become New Zealand's next top model. You'll need to be a genuine cover girl. Love, Sarah.
We found 3 scripts.
Hell no.
Oh my gosh.
So we definitely knew it was going to be a CoverGirl commercial. It's sensitive to your needs.
I just dropped my gut because that's not my forte, and I knew I was in the deep end.
Let's go practice. Oh my gosh.
I went back into the bathroom and I was like brushing my teeth and practicing my lines, and I surprisingly got it in like 5 minutes. Cover girl, clean makeup with sensitive skin or sensitive to your needs. When we walked into the studio today, Colin was there and Cherie from CoverGirl and Tony Drayton.
Hi ladies. Wow, you're our top 3. And today is going to be huge because we're shooting the CoverGirl commercial. Now I have a couple of VIPs you've already met. Cherie from CoverGirl.
Hi girls.
Hi.
And Tony Drayton, who's already struck you twice in this cycle.
Hi girls, nice to see you again.
Hi.
One thing you don't know about Tony is he actually directs fashion commercials. So today, this man is calling all the shots. So we're here to shoot a TV commercial and a print campaign.
The TV commercial will showcase the new CoverGirl Clean Liquid Foundation. It's makeup that provides a lightweight coverage, which is great for sensitive skin. The photo shoot will highlight gorgeous smoky eyes as part of our Get the Look campaign.
Okay, girls, so you've all had your scripts to review, but here's the twist. We want you to inject something personal about you. Just one line that'll set you apart from all the others.
Cool.
Remember, a cover girl is beautiful on the inside and out. So let's fix the outside. Get into makeup. This is the CoverGirl commercial. One of these girls will have a 1-year contract with CoverGirl Cosmetics. This is the big leagues. Can you believe it? You're top 3.
I know, it's crazy, it's so unreal.
The other 2 girls can't believe you're top 3.
It is a big deal. It's a wonderful opportunity for the winner of New Zealand's Next Top Model.
What you want is someone that gets on set, delivers the lines, and nails it very, very quickly. I mean, time is money in this business. You can't muck around.
Easy breezy.
Beautiful cover.
All eyes are on you.
I was really confident when I walked on set and I knew my lines. I am easy and breezy and I'm beautiful and I'm a cover girl.
I'll call action and that'll be your cue. And action.
It's a new look of clean. CoverGirl Clean makeup for sensitive skin is sensitive to your needs.
Michaela was pretty impressive actually. She came out, she was pretty flawless with the first delivery of the line, which is impressive.
Clean makeup. Easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
That was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
She was animated. I loved the way she used her hands. She gave a lot of energy. Fantastic.
For me, I can wear CoverGirl and feel beautiful on the inside too.
You know, Michaela was engaging, she was warm, she was everything you imagine a cover girl to be.
Michaela was a breath of fresh air. She really nailed it today.
12. There you go.
Cute.
That's great. That's all we need. Well done.
Awesome. I walked down to my photo shoot and Fiona Quinn was shooting us and she shot us in the beauty shoot.
I'm Michaela. Today's all about the face, so I want to see lots going on in those eyes.
I had to be all pretty and smiley and that was really easy. I think that was like one of the easiest shoots we've had. I felt proud of myself. I felt like I gave it my everything.
You did really well.
Thank you. So I walked out feeling great.
What's the first line?
It's the new look of clean.
I guess I did choose not to learn the lines like the other girls.
And action.
It's the new look.
Go again.
When Daniel walked on, it all turned to custard pretty quickly.
Starting here. It's the new look of clean.
It's the new look of, oh, God.
She really didn't seem to have made any effort with remembering her lines, and that was a shame.
Cover girl, clean makeup, something sensitive skin.
Okay, cut. She faltered a little bit, she lost confidence, and it ended in tears, really.
Cover girl, clean makeup.
The sensitive skin. You can do it, Danny.
Can I take a breather? I just massively freaked out and started crying. Just the stress of this whole entire show hit me.
We've seen, you know, how powerful she is in this competition, and she seriously crashed and burned.
I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
She's really hard on herself, I think. She cracked under her own pressure, really.
Danielle came off set crying and she was having a bit of a panic attack, and that was awful seeing her like that.
There is like a little evil part of me that's like, maybe there's a chance I can be in top 2 now. It's just that little part of me that's like, yes.
I'm gonna have fun with this.
After I got my shit together, I went back on set and just pushed through as fast as possible.
And action.
Take off that mask and lose that heavy makeup look. Blah, blah, blah.
I very much doubt if we can cut something together which is going to be a convincing commercial for the client. We need to move on, so we're going to give you the cue cards, otherwise someone else will lose some time. Stand by.
Danielle really felt the pressure today. The nature of this job and being a top model and being a cover girl is stressful. You've got to be able to perform in situations like this.
I needed to do a lot of work in the photo shoot to make up for my bad performance. When I was called for the photo shoot, I knew that I had to seriously sort my shit out.
Good, you look gorgeous.
Danielle just was like a different person. She was so comfortable having her picture taken.
I just want to keep shooting her. She's doing so well.
She just seemed really relaxed, and her photos were just incredible. She made it look easy today.
The photo shoot went really, really, really well for me. I just gave 110%.
Well, my dear, I think you're going to have a lot to pick from. Great job.
Who has the easiest and the breeziest photos? clearly Danielle.
With photo shoots, don't have to say anything, just have to stand there and look beautiful. I can do that.
I would love to say that she has redeemed herself, but, you know, a top model needs to be able to handle all situations and not just take a great picture.
Walking onto the set, I was really excited. I knew I had to bring it. A bit wary on my lines, but I really knew I had to project and just have fun. And if you tried your goddamn hardest, then what else can you do?
Action.
It's the new look of Clean. CoverGirl Clean makeup, sensitive skin, is sensitive to your needs.
Cut. Very good. I think that was very good. She very quickly brought it, and within 2 or 3 takes, we had the commercial.
Even as a twin, I feel like an individual wearing CoverGirl. Easy, breezy, beautiful, CoverGirl.
So that's good. I think we should go into the little moves.
Woo!
Not only did she look the part, but she had this wonderful energy about her and really just looked like a cover girl.
Pretty easy and breezy and beautiful. She could be a cover girl.
She could. You did a great job.
Yes!
Good.
I liked my photos. I've never really smiled before. My mouth goes, like this side goes up higher than the other side, but I know if I think about that, it will just make me go vroom, just crash.
It's all about the eyes. Got more expression coming through, but more warmth.
Elsa was great. Maybe she's become that individual. We've separated those Siamese twins.
Yes, I am officially a cover girl. I'm really happy. It was so much fun.
Ladies, what a full-on day. But nothing a top model can't handle. So head back to the top model house because your days are numbered. I'm really happy to say we're down to the final 3 and we have the right 3 girls.
Bye, girls, and good luck.
Thank you. It's time for you to meet with the judges. Only 2 of you will go on in the hope of becoming New Zealand's next top model. Love, Sarah. Man. Come on, Sarah, just a couple more weeks.
Top 3, and we're down to 2, and then 1.
I'd be really, really happy if I got into top 2. I worked extremely hard, and so for that to go down the drain would kind of be lame.
Hopefully me, the #1 position. I think I'm highly qualified now.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Top 3. You guys have come such a long way. Sadly, one of you is about to go. 2 of you will remain, and you will walk in our grand finale. This cycle, that is at Wellington's premier event, the World of Wearable Art. And helping me make that decision is your photo shoot director, should know him by now, Mr. Chris Cicerich.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Your runway coach and international model, Mr. Colin Mathura Jeffrey. And our special guest judge tonight, designer for World, Denise Lestrange Corbet.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
New Zealand's next top model will win representation with my agency, 62 Models, a 1-year contract with CoverGirl, a 6-page editorial with Clio magazine, your very own Ford Fiesta car, and she will fly to Los Angeles via Sydney, courtesy of the Australia and Pacific Blue, where you will meet with Next Models and Chic Model Management to kick off your career. Woo! It's time for your individual evaluation, and we will base this on your CoverGirl commercial and the stills shoot. I hope you did your best. Michaela.
Hi.
Hi, Michaela. What do you think your greatest strength has been through this competition?
Learning to walk in heels. Like, I love runway now. It's like my forte, and it's something that I really want to keep doing.
Great. How did you enjoy the CoverGirl commercial?
I had a lot of fun with it. Like, I was just myself, and I just felt beautiful.
Let's have a look.
It's the new look of Clean. CoverGirl Clean makeup for sensitive skin is sensitive to your needs. So take off that mask, lose the heavy makeup look, and slip into a lightweight coverage that really fits. Clean makeup. For me, I can wear CoverGirl and feel beautiful on the inside too. Easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
Fantastic. I mean, that's an extraordinary effort. It was very believable.
Thanks.
I think you looked amazing in the ad, and you seem to be enjoying it. and I think that was great.
Thank you.
Well done.
Last time you shot with Fiona Quinn, you got good feedback, not incredible feedback?
Yeah. I think this time around I did a lot better.
Better have a look at that too.
Wow, that's beautiful. Stunning. It looks gorgeous.
Thanks.
What do you think?
I really like it. I think it is beautiful.
And I love the look in your eyes here too, Michaela. Like, there's a real sparkle and you're really, really connecting with the camera.
I think it appeals to a very broad market. I'm happy with it. Thanks a lot,
Cool.
Michaela.
Thank you.
Elsa.
Hello.
Hi, Elsa. What's been your greatest achievement in the competition so far?
Oh, just being able to get through day to day without Nellie, it's a great thing.
So how did you go with the CoverGirl commercial?
I loved being a cover girl. It was fantastic. I enjoyed everything about it.
Let's have a look.
Cool. It's the new look of clean. CoverGirl Clean Makeup for sensitive skin is sensitive to your needs. Take off that mask, lose that heavy makeup look, and slip into lightweight coverage that really fits. Even as a twin, I feel like an individual wearing CoverGirl. Clean makeup. Easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
I loved most of it. I wasn't so big on the bit where you winked. I think the hair flick and the wink just sort of pushed it a bit too far, but I thought it was a pretty good effort.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree here because I thought the wink was fine. I think that the kind of person that you are, you know, and the kind of brand that CoverGirl is, it's cute, and you were cute.
Should we have a look at your photo shoot?
Yeah. I like it.
I like the shot too.
You know, for me though, I don't think you've got a beauty face.
Yeah.
But I think you've got a beautiful shot, but I just don't think you have a beauty face.
Your neck looks amazing in that shot. It looks like your head's just been plonked onto another neck. It's so beautiful. And I never look at necks, really. Necks aren't my thing. But it's a nice neck.
I'm going to be the handbrake. I love the shot, but I think it's a portrait. I don't think it's a beauty shot. I spoke to Fiona Quinn about the shoot and said, how did you go? She thought that your facial expression was probably the weakest, and she felt that was because you weren't happy smiling without showing your teeth. So that's maybe something you should practice.
Cool.
Thanks a lot, Elsa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Danielle. Have you got what it takes to be New Zealand's next top model?
I've got it all. The face, the body, the personality. I rock.
The commercial girl?
Not so much.
What happened?
I bombed.
Why'd you bomb?
I just knew walking onto set that I wouldn't be able to bring it, and I just didn't deliver.
You didn't learn your lines, did you?
I learned like the first line and the last line, and that was it.
I think if you want to be taken seriously as a professional, you can't turn up unprepared. If you've been given lines to learn, you learn them. That's your job. You know, how serious do you want to be about being a model?
Very serious.
Well then, it's a no-brainer. So I think you're upset because you've let yourself down.
Let's have a look at your commercial.
It's the new look of clean. CoverGirl, clean makeup for sensitive skin, is sensitive for your needs. Take off that mask, lose that heavy makeup look, and slip into lightweight coverage that really fits. Natural beauty, priceless. Clean makeup, easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
I expected a complete horror show then, but I think really you should be thanking the editors because someone's done a sterling job putting that together. You didn't bring it, they cut it together and stuck it. I mean, you could hear your voice was like, was wobbling. How did you go with the stills shoot?
I made a massive turnaround.
Good.
I owned it.
You owned it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at your photo.
I could see that in a magazine. I mean, I don't think you quite realise how beautiful you can look.
That attitude that you went into the photo shoot with, if you'd taken that into the TV commercial, you would have nailed it.
You shine in the photos. Your runway is definitely heading in the right direction, but the commercial side's a problem.
And the commercial side's a huge part of this industry. Chris, even though I tease him a lot, was a real commercial king. You know, he did nearly all the commercials I remember in the 80s.
Thanks, Danielle.
Thanks.
We are really proud of all of you. We need to talk about this. Thanks, girls. We've got 3 girls here, and we can only take 2 back to Wellington, where it all began. Elsa.
You know, I think she did a really good job in the commercial. She was fresh and she was energetic.
You know what I love about her is those eyes. They're engaging.
Yeah, that is a beautiful shot.
Elsa's gone on to prove that she is actually a good model and she can move really well. She's a great runway girl. Clients love her, but they booked her for runway only.
Cherie from CoverGirl just said, you know, she was an amazing model and she really did like her. I mean, could there be a more polite model?
She is a lovely girl, but lovely personalities are not what makes a great model.
You know, one thing with Elsa, as lovely as she is and as consistent as she has been, I don't think she has that X factor that makes her New Zealand's Next Top Model.
Danielle, photo's fantastic. I mean, we can see that her self-confidence has grown incredibly, but the commercial shoot was a disaster.
Well, I mean, what a contrast, and she has always been that contrast, you know, and she's always created that division. Amazing pictures, and then, you know, bombs out somewhere else, usually in front of a motion camera.
And it is unfortunate, in my opinion, what happened on the commercial.
It is
just terrible. Well, terrible.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic in front of the client. I mean, I was embarrassed for all of us.
If this is about the CoverGirl commercial, she's got to go home today. If this is about top model and photographic work, maybe it's not such a disaster.
Well, we're after a top model, and potentially I see a top model in Danielle.
Michaela.
How beautiful is she?
I thought she was great in the ad. The picture does nothing for me at all.
I think her eyes are beautiful, you know, and she's given a lot more in this picture, and she's just growing and growing and growing the whole way through this competition.
I like Michaela. You know, the thing about her is she's been consistently good, but we're after a top model, and I've said to her, I think you're too safe. Too safe.
So is she top 3 or top 2 for you?
Top 3 for me.
Ask Chris.
Oh, definitely top 2.
I love the fact they've made this hard for us, but someone's going to have to go. I think we know who it's going to be. I'm holding 2 photos in my hand. These 2 photos represent the girls who will be going back to the model house tonight and packing their bags to go to Wellington. One girl will be packing her bag and going home. It's been an amazing journey and we are proud of all 3 of you, but someone has to go. The first girl packing her bag to go to Wellington and still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Michaela. Congratulations, you're our first finalist.
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah.
See you in Wellington. Elsa, Danielle, please come forward. Elsa, I don't want to go on about Nellie because this is about you, not about the fact that you're a twin. Danielle, look at you. You've come so far. You kind of ran into a brick wall in that commercial.
Yeah.
One of you is about to pack your bags and go home. The other one will be walking in our grand finale in Wellington with Michaela. The dilemma for me is, do I go with the girl that has the great walk, the beautiful smile? Did a pretty good job of that commercial. But your photos aren't so strong. Or the girl whose walk is pretty good, who booked a lot of jobs, has beautiful photos, and I think it's fair to say needs some serious coaching in the commercial department. The last girl I'm going to call, and still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model, is Danielle.
What? I love you.
You almost bungled it, but you are so strong in those other areas, and I believe that with the right coaching, you can be strong as a commercial girl as well. Go back and practice your walking quick. Congratulations.
Thanks, Sarah.
Elsa, you have been a pleasure every time I've seen you. But I feel you're at your potential.
Okay.
And I think your strengths are in areas other than photographic work. And I need that strength.
Yep. I've had so much fun and I'm so happy. Thank you.
Come here. On a bright note, you get to see Nellie.
Thank you so much, Laura. You've been amazing to me. Thank you.
You can say goodbye to your friends.
Come here. Standing out on the podium this morning with the 2 other girls, I was just really nervous. We all were. I think it was the right time to go. Both those girls are incredible, and I just couldn't compete with such amazing people anymore. I don't think that I have reached my potential. I see a bright, bright future ahead of me that's going to be amazing.
When Sarah called my name, I was absolutely stoked. I'm going to Wellington. In the beginning, did you picture yourself to be top 2?
No. Like, my goal at the very beginning was to make it to, like, top 5. Here I am, top 2, New Zealand's Next Top Model 2010, and I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy with myself, and I deserve to be here, and I know that. What about you?
No. Back then, making it to the top 33 was the best thing ever. And the fact that I'm here right now, today, top 2, is the best thing ever. Like, it's overwhelming. Do you remember sitting at the water whirler? Like, me and you were sitting there going, oh, yeah, I can't walk in heels, can you walk in heels?
Yeah, we were like, nah. I'm honestly, like, so happy because I've wanted this so much. And I've finally got it. Like, I'm finally here, and this is finally it.
I do want to win. It's in the kitty, bro.
We arrived at TSB Bank Arena and we were there to get a fitting for our garments and what we were going to be wearing in the show.
Hi, ladies.
Hey.
So here we are behind the scenes at Wellington's grand, just this most amazing event, the world of wearable art.
I feel really honoured to have this opportunity and I'm going to embrace it and just go hard.
Now, today we're here because we need to get you fitted in these most delicious garments. Are you excited?
Yes.
You're going to be walking for the avant-garde section. The theme is circus, so it's perfect for you 2 clowns. With us to help is Malia, the artistic director, and the gorgeous Heather, the competition director. Take it away, ladies.
We're just about to get you fitted into your garments that we've chosen for you. Hand you over to Leonie, she's going to do your fittings.
Okay, it's quite simple, but it's long, and it's an extremely long train.
My first garment kind of freaked me out because when I first put it on, it's like a 6-metre train behind me.
It's really heavy.
It was like this heavy piece of fabric that I have to wear and carry but look graceful and look like I'm not struggling to walk with it.
It'll definitely be all about you in this. And I'm wearing it after.
My second garment, which was called Epona, was made out of horsehair.
How long does she have from getting this monumental train off into this?
From the time you exit stage to get re-enter back on this, it's about 3 minutes.
And that freaked me out because I was like, how am I supposed to do this?
I'm kind of a little bit jealous, to be honest. From the girl who couldn't wear heels to the one that's wearing the crazy heels.
I'm pretty stoked with my 2 garments. They're both very different. One obviously has wire and it's very elegant in a way.
Sorry about that. That's all right.
Whereas the second one's really hard and bold and strong.
Okay, so Tammy's just going to pull your ribs in at the back.
So it's 2 different personalities for me, I guess, that I have to try and portray through the show. I feel pretty confident.
Here's my book. Come on.
I just hope I don't walk into anybody.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on.
I kind of expected it to be a runway, like a straight runway, but it's actually a huge stage with different points and different things going on the stage.
You need to come right through, walk forward, and you just have a slight little look out to the audience.
There were like different points on the stage where we had to stop, and she told us that there were turntables that we would have to stand on. And when I heard that, I was like, this just keeps getting worse and worse.
A little pose before you leave. And then basically you cross across back through the middle over to number 5. That's number 5 over there.
Oh my God.
For me, being a dancer, it's kind of helped me because I've performed in front of heaps of people before, and I'm not nervous about that. I'm just nervous about the fact that maybe I'll bump into someone or maybe I'll fall over my dress or something. But otherwise, I'm really confident and really excited.
Feeling pretty good about the walk tonight. It's just the remembering where to go. Hopefully I can find my way. Follow my nose, apparently.
Their performance tonight has got to be a factor in the result in this competition. It's not the only factor. We are looking for a top model. We're not looking solely for a runway model, but, you know, it's part of the competition. It was important that they did well tonight.
I wish you luck, my friend.
I wish you luck too. Just have fun.
You're awesome.
This show is incredibly challenging. It's an alien landscape. The clothes are just beyond fabulous. This is not your standard runway. This, you know, you have to walk here, you have to walk there, you have to be turned around. It's phenomenal, and it is hard.
The stage manager on the side started counting me down from 10, and I had to start walking up the ramp.
When the stage manager started, stand by 10, I was like, oh no.
That definitely was the scariest moment because you're like, oh my gosh, this is finally it. And as you're walking, you're like...
The minute I left the shadow and went into the light, my mind went elsewhere and the body just took over.
As I turned the corner, that was it. I had to bring it from then on.
I didn't really notice anything that was going on around me. Like, I saw Michaela at one point in her long dress, and that was about it.
I just felt in my own world, just the whole vibe from the audience and the clapping and everything, and I feel like I did really well.
Michaela looked like she was totally in zone. From the moment she walked out to the moment she walked off, she looked like she was really focused to me. I think Danielle was more overwhelmed by the event than Michaela was. Michaela looked more comfortable on the stage, but that's pretty much exactly what I expected.
I think it was a great opportunity for them to really come and stamp their mark and to say, hey, you know, I really want this.
The minute you're off the stage, you have to bolt to the changing rooms.
There were like people holding my hand and holding the back of my dress, and I was running down the corridor, and as I got into the changing room to get into my other outfit, they were like, okay, you've got like 3 or 4 minutes to get ready, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Getting into my second garment was pretty difficult because I had to be put into a corset.
I think I was more nervous about my second garment just because I had a lot more to do on stage and a lot more places to be and a lot more poses.
Can we start moving, guys?
Grabbed my whip, and that was me running back to the stage to the opposite side that I started on, and then away I went. The second walk was cool. The Ring Mistress was my favourite garment. It was the most painfulest garment, but it was awesome.
It was like lights and things going on everywhere, and it was just crazy, and there was like this spotlight on me, and it was just the coolest feeling because it's like the show's about you and you're working it and you're bringing it, and I just went hard out and I was just going for it as much as I possibly could, and I think I did really well.
I forgot what to do probably a quarter of the way into the choreography, and then I was like, screw it, I'll just improv all the way.
I think Danielle got a little bit wigged out by the audience and she was a bit nervous and it kind of showed in her face.
At one point I hit Michaela's mark and put her off a bit, or actually probably quite a lot.
Danielle was standing where I was supposed to be standing, and so I was standing there and I was just like, okay, just act like it's supposed to happen. And I kind of felt bad for Danielle because when I saw her, it kind of just looked like she was walking around the stage aimlessly, like she didn't know where she was going.
There were moments where I thought, oh, there she is, that's great, that's a runway model, and then it would just fall a bit flat.
Our girls showed up here today, put on those outfits, and they're not easy outfits. I think they gave a pretty incredible account of themselves.
After tonight, it's going to be incredibly hard to decide who will be New Zealand's next top model.
Do you realise you stood in my spot?
Yeah.
I kind of think that Danielle may have ruined it for me, and if she did, then that's really not fair.
When I look back on this whole entire competition, I feel that I've done things that I never would have done, ever.
I want to win. That's what I want. I've come this far, and this is what I've worked so hard for, so I might as well just win it. And so that's what I'm going to do.
New Zealand's Next Top Model is pretty much my ticket out of town, out of Kawerau.
Both of those girls want to win, and it's not going to be easy. Someone's got to go. Hi, girls.
Hey.
You deserve to be standing where you are now. And Colin, Chris and I could not be prouder of the two of you. Danielle, do you remember what I said to you that first week in Auckland? I said to you that whether you like it or not, you are a model. And inch by inch, you've slowly started to embrace that. We applaud you.
Thank you.
Michaela, you are a stunning young girl, and you have taken some amazing photographs. You have conducted yourself in the most incredible way and shown a maturity far beyond your 16 years. You should be very proud of yourself. Very soon, one of you will be New Zealand's next top model. We watched you perform at the World of Wearable Art. That was an extraordinary conclusion to this competition. And we're going to take a look at that, but we're also going to take a look back at some of the photos you've taken over these last few weeks. Let's start with your runway. Michaela, how did you feel about World of Wearable Art?
It was really amazing, and I felt honoured to be a part of it.
You're amazing on the runway. You had those, what was it, 18 feet of fabric in your first garment, and you just made it look easy. And then you came out, you know, in horsehair, and you made it look like something that everyone would want to wear.
Danielle, how did you find the choreography?
My first garment was pretty easy. It was just sort of loop around and walk back, show off the dress. But the second garment was a bit hard because there was a lot more walking around and trying to dominate the whole performing side of it.
Me, you, and runway. What a relationship. No, you have a staunchness about you and you have an energy about you. You need to maintain that because you were going up and down in character all the way through. And I could see that. I was going, there it is, oh, there it goes, there it is, there it goes. You know, you just need to just be that all the way, 100%.
Okay.
So let's take a look at some photos and let's go back right to the very beginning.
Oh my God.
Danielle, Embassy Theatre with Russ Flatt, week 1.
How does it feel looking back at that picture?
Incredible, because I know that I make such a huge change throughout the competition.
Yeah, I mean, I can see like a real naivety in the pose there, but there was definitely something that was special about you that we saw straight away.
Michaela, wow, that's a pretty good start. First photo, I think you managed to look feminine, and I think you managed to look alluring without looking inappropriate.
Cool.
Beauty shoot, Fiona Quinn with a bird, remember that?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
There's a sort of a flatness about your face, I think, and just that energy. But we kind of talked about that quite a lot, and you know, you really did address that, and you really started to bring a lot more as we progressed.
Danielle, you look incredible. I love this photo of you.
Well, look at it, it's a straight line. We've got the bird, her amazing face, and then the jewellery. Boom, 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 but then it finishes on the jewellery, you're selling it.
You know, one of the things we really saw after this photo shoot is that you've got this face that sort of transcends race. You've got this face that quite possibly is like the new look, this global face of the future.
The pairs shoot that you did with Tony Drayton, Danielle?
That was definitely a bit hard, trying to work with not so much someone else, but Dakota.
Dakota was sort of all over it in that picture, wasn't she? And she outshone you, really.
You hate the photo, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't like it at all?
Don't like
Which is great, and you're allowed to not like it. You know, we don't like it either, because we see and know that you can do better. That's fine. These things do hang around, though.
Let's look at yours, Michaela. What do you think?
I actually like that photo. I like the way I'm standing and the way my face is to the light, and I like that shot.
You were definitely the strongest in that picture, for sure.
You know, you have to consider the person next to you, but you don't have to worry too much. You have to worry about yourself, and you're owning it.
Then there was that moment in Phuket on the beach when you climbed aboard the elephant. Let's have a look.
That is one beautiful shot.
It's like my favourite shot.
You see, you went from working with Dakota, and then the elephant, and you're handling the elephant, you know?
Yeah.
Michaela, I like the shot. It's not my favourite shot of you. I think your positioning could be better, and I think you'd probably do a better job now.
Yeah.
Go Seas. Out of 10, Michaela, you booked 6. Danielle, you booked 9. That was a pretty good effort from both of you. Definitely one area, I think, where Danielle got it over you, Michaela. You probably got it over her at the walk. So that poses an interesting question, doesn't it? We need to deliberate. It's that time. 2 girls, only one can be New Zealand's next top model. Danielle booked more jobs. Michaela's better on a runway. Photographically, where do you sit?
For me, Michaela has this weakness where she sort of lacks a bit of X factor.
Michaela's issue is when she loses expression in her eyes, she loses the photo.
It's true, you're bang on. I think the other thing too is that, you know, Danielle just has a bit more of an edge about her look. But for me, Danielle's Achilles heel is the fact that she is self-conscious, and that really affects her performance a lot of the time.
I think Michaela's been a safer bet. I think she's been a consistent bet. I think Danielle's had greater highs and lows. Who's got the most potential?
Do you see her in a couple of years' time being able to walk out onto a catwalk, boom, down the end, owning that catwalk, strong, confident, no doubt?
I see that. I see world stage, as you said, face of the future.
We've got 2 beautiful finalists, but there can only be one New Zealand's next top model. Danielle, you've come a long way. You've hit a few speed bumps, but you got there in the end. Michaela, you've had a more consistent ride down your road, and it's been a pleasure to watch. But the question is, have you come as far? Only one of you can be New Zealand's next top model. And for one of you, the road ends here. In just a moment, a photo is going to appear over there on the screen, and that face will be New Zealand's next top model. And the winner of New Zealand's next top model is Danielle.
Holy shit.
Thank you so much.
Very much proud.
When I saw Danielle's face, my heart just dropped. I felt like I let myself down. I guess all I can do now is just continue modelling and make my own money and get my own Ford Fiesta. It's definitely not the last time New Zealand's going to see me.
Congratulations. We're really, really proud of you, Danielle. You've just been a pleasure to watch.
Is it real what just happened? I just won New Zealand's next top model.
Well done. Awesome.
Wow, can you believe it?
No.
You are New Zealand's next top model.
Got fireworks going off in my head. I'm over the moon. I'm speechless for once. I'm going to go to LA. I've got 2 cars. 2. One for the bush and one for the city. Yes!
You've got what it takes to be New Zealand's next top model? Go to tv3.co.nz/top model for further details.